Alright, looks like we're live. Okay, cool. I never ever thought I would be somebody to do a makeup tutorial. First of all, I never thought I'd do any kind of how-to series on YouTube. Second of all, I've never felt like I was good enough at makeup to do a tutorial. I've never really been taught how to do makeup. I've had people teach me like little things at a time here and there. Most of it I've learned through online research, but it's taken years to get to the point where I know how to do everything I know now. And it really was just like a week ago that I ordered a couple different things that I've never even used before, like this color concealer. Like this just scared me to death. Like I'd never wanted to touch it. Just having anxiety and depression makes it really hard to want to learn how to do makeup. And depending on depression for me, it comes in like different phases. And depending on the phase, either I wear makeup all the time or I don't wear makeup at all. I've just sort of gotten out of the never wear makeup phase, kind of. So I do like wearing makeup. I think it's a nice way to pamper yourself and make you feel good about yourself. Usually I don't have a problem with the way I look or my body image, but I have gained a lot of weight in the last few years, and my skin is always awful. And my general, I don't know if it's not self-esteem, my body image is not as good as it used to be. And wow, I put on a full face of makeup last week, and it changed a lot. And I've learned a lot more things in the last week or so too. So this is going to be a bit of a how-to put on makeup, but more of a simple, fast version. Like this, I can do all this in like 10 to 15 minutes if I'm not describing it to everyone. So, sorry if the lighting and everything's terrible. Oh, and I've ordered a mic. I realized that the sound quality on here is terrible. It was supposed to get here today, and it's still in Nashville, so it should be here tomorrow, because I'm a couple of hours away from Nashville. And here we go. Let's do this. Okay. I'm not going to take off my earrings. The last time I did this, I got foundation on my earrings, and they're like those little druzy earrings, I think is what they're called. I don't know how you say that. They're like little textured gemstones earrings, and the foundation is in there, and I'm going to have to actually scrub it to get it out. Okay, so I'll just walk you guys through a bit at a time. Let's start with the eye makeup, actually, because I know, like, depending on how depressed you are, for me, sometimes eye makeup is all I do, especially since I didn't know how to do all this other stuff before, or not really. That's where to go. And I picked up this. I'm putting all the links in the description, by the way. I don't know if you can see that live, but I hope we'll have more viewers after it's live than otherwise. So this is Wet n Wild Breakup Proof, a waterproof liquid eyeliner, and it's a pen. And I've always loved liquid eyeliner, but it's always like a paintbrush that you stick in the thing. And I don't know why I'm showing you this now. This is not what I do first, okay? Usually I do mascara first. And I know there's fancy things you can do with mascara, but I haven't touched those. So this is what I use. At least this is what I use now. I decided to order all new makeup as part of I've been trying to purge a whole bunch of old stuff that I think is like making me more depressed, just because I have so much crap that I've had since I was like 15 or younger, like even makeup, not a lot of makeup, but some of my makeup, and that should probably be thrown away. But I feel like it just kind of drives me down. Like I didn't notice before that it had any effect on me, but now I'm fairly certain it had an effect on me. Sorry, I'm like not even in the camera, am I? We'll see if that works in a second, because the video for me is lagging and I can't actually see. So yeah, I just try to make sure that it doesn't go on all clumpy. And I try to make sure that they're even. I like them to be a little longer at the ends of my eyes, not the inside. Yeah, like this is judgment-free zone, guys, here. If I see any judging, you can go. Those of us with depression usually already feel judged enough. Okay, there are life issues. Honestly, the thing I hate most about putting on makeup is taking it off. Which I have Mary Kay eye makeup remover, and it's my favorite, but it's still still pain. Honestly, usually I just use baby wipes because those are what I have on hand since I have babies. Okay, and I'm starting to rethink this process. This might not be the best process, but I put on my eyeshadow and then the eyeliner. Again, I've never been taught. This has worked for me in the past. Sorry, I'm a little bit sick. Let's go with the white, gray, black, because that's a little more visible. I usually stick with just browns and sometimes do light green, black. And honestly, I don't know a lot about eyeshadow. The most that I've ever done with eyeshadow is when I was in like junior high or something. My friend Hannah did my eye makeup for a dance, and I think that's what it was. And she kind of explained what she's doing. I don't remember if I'm remembering correctly what she did, but this is the understanding that I got of it, and I like the way it looks. So I start with the lighter shade in the middle and just do it to like about halfway over my eye. Guys, I really don't know if this is like an actual tactic. Okay, this is just like, don't quote me on this unless you like it. But then I do in the middle, kind of over the white, the lighter one. I do a darker shade. How much darker really depends. I don't, or this eyeshadow just looks dark, but yeah, I just kind of put it partially over the white. And might need to do 1 or 2 coats depending on the quality of your eyeshadow. Again, guys, this is not like an official how to do makeup tutorial. This is just how to do it when you're depressed and you don't know any better and you still want to look good without stressing over it. Because that's what I do. This is what I'm doing. This is how I do my makeup. Someday I hope to actually learn. It's not like I don't have people in my life who could teach me, although most of them are now several states away. I kind of moved across the country last fall. And it's not like I don't even have family members that sell makeup. I mean, you'd think that I would have done it by now, but no. Depression is a beast. And depending on how I think it looks, I kind of do like a little bit of blending, just like touch it up. And yeah, that's, oh right, and I know I've heard that I've seen some people just like use eyeshadow as their eyeliner. I don't do that, but I put just a little bit under the eyes, like just a little line, and then I try to make sure that it's even. And I don't know anything about how much it's supposed to extend up or out. This is just what I do. That's what I leave it as. And after that, I start with the eyeliner. I seriously love this eyeliner. I cannot stand the pens. I don't know how you're supposed to make like the hard pencil pen ones work. But I just start at the inside of the eye. I try to do a thin line for starters. And it usually ends up as not a thin line. Usually I want to be at least a little thicker by the time I get to the outside of my eye. And however it ends up in between, that's just how it ends up. I don't really know. So with the first eye, I just go to the edge of my eye, and then okay, let's see. Honestly, I don't know how much I really pay attention as far as how the part goes. So I just like that, and then I do a thin line underneath. It kind of connects it. I don't know. Does that look weird? I feel like it looks fine. This is how I do my makeup, guys. The other side, I just do it to match. No, I'll just top that off with some more white eyeshadow in a minute. I know, I know. I don't worry a ton about this, but I do try to make them look symmetrical-ish as far as how thick it is going on. Yeah. And this to me is like the hardest part of the makeup experience. Yeah. Okay. And kind of look to make sure that this time I could go a little bit farther that way.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Google thinks I'm talking to it. Huh. No, I try not to talk to Google because Google misunderstands everything. Anyway, once it's even, I I usually start with the left eye, and I don't know why. That's not giving me rhyme or reason. But I like wings. I think they look cool. I really know nothing about eyeliner beyond the point of it going around your eyes. I know that there's lots of different things people do with it, but I just kind of like do a little line, kind of going at an angle towards the end of my eyebrow, which my eyebrows are kind of long. Honestly, they need plucked. I know that. But the nice thing about wearing glasses is people usually don't notice. I don't think. Maybe they don't. If you guys notice, tell me. I'll do something about it. Probably. Or I might not care. Uh, but how long that line ends up being kind of just depends. You don't want to not blink your eye too much at this point, depending on your eyeliner, because it could get everywhere. Uh, and I like it to be a little thicker at the base, fair at the top. And I kind of make sure that it's kind of broad, like the same, as wide as it is at the base of the going up. I want it to be that wide down here, like natural. Again, I really don't know. I feel super weird doing this, guys. I really, like, I'm not a makeup, I like makeup, okay, but I'm not a makeup person. I don't know. I've never learned, so this feels really weird. Like, please do not think that I'm trying to be a makeup expert or give expert advice or anything. This is just my quick go-to way to look nice when I want to. And I totally... Okay, let's see. When I mess up on my eyeliner, this is what I do. I hold it up in the air and try to determine how different the lines are. I don't get... This doesn't happen every time I do it, because if it's not too far off, then I'll leave it alone. But this time I think I do want to fix it. It's kind of, I don't know, the lighting makes it kind of hard to tell. It's kind of dark in here. If you couldn't see that, I have my desk lamp behind my laptop here. Yeah, so you can still kind of see the line, but I'm not too worried, because as soon as I'm done with this, I'll stop talking for a sec. Yeah, I think that's better. As soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to just touch up the eyeshadow just a little bit. And then you want to try to make sure that the lines are equal width as well. And yeah, honestly, I think I could probably get away without touching up. My eyeshadow never lasts very long anyway. I probably need to buy a better eyeshadow. Would not be surprised if this came from the dollar store. I don't even know if I'm the one that bought this. I know my little sister gave me eyeshadow for Christmas like 2 or 3 years ago. That might be what this is. I really don't remember. Or this might be new eyeshadow, because I think all my makeup disappeared after I got married. Like, I brought home the bag of everything to my new home, and I don't know what happened. Okay, so yeah, that is eye makeup, and for a long time this is just what I leave it as. And right now, with, you know, COVID, that might be the thing. Excuse me, sorry, heartburn. That might be the thing to do anyway, because masks, they're making them mandatory here for the next couple months, so that's fun. It's not like I go out anyway. For the sake of the tutorial, though, we shall continue. I have dry skin. I wasn't sure what I was doing when I bought makeup, so when I got my liquid foundation, I got normal to oily, thinking that I had oily skin, and I guess it's kind of oily, like around my nose and forehead, but for the most part it's been really, really dry, especially lately. I don't know what it is, if it's like summers and Tennessee, but my husband's cousin actually recommended these because she also has dry skin. It's just Equate Exfoliating Wet Cleansing Towelettes. I'm providing a link to pretty much everything in the description, but not these because I'm not a Walmart associate. I'm just an Amazon associate, so I don't feel obligated. There's already so many links in there, guys, and I'm pretty sure you're just supposed to wipe your face with this. I'm no expert. I did not look it up. This is the first time I've done this. She recommended it because I think I said something. I don't remember if I said something or if she just commented on my Facebook post. But when I put on my foundation, it turned out kind of like it just looked powdery afterwards. Like you could tell I was wearing foundation. And I was so upset that that happened. I mean, I wasn't really like so upset, but I was disappointed that happened because I don't like when you can see foundation. I don't know what else I'm supposed to do here. Like, is that it? It feels too simple. Okay, I've never done this before, and this is supposed to be like a simple thing, but that felt too simple. And primer is not something that I messed with for a very long time. But this hydrates and smooths. I bought this after I realized I messed up on the foundation. Or maybe it was around the same time that I bought it. I honestly don't know, but that was my thought process. You really don't need a lot, it goes a long way. So I just put it, just rub it in. It's so soft. I am not a lotion person. I love lotion, but I never use it. And maybe I should because I really do love it. That would be one self-care thing I could look into. I should go put some lotion in my box of, what do they call it? I went to one of those, and I had to go to the hospital for being suicidal earlier this year. And they had us do like an arts and crafts project where we put together a box of coping mechanisms. Right, coping skills toolbox, that's what they called it. So I have it filled with like journals and books full of like scripture and religious quotes, and I try to keep it stocked with chocolate, but chocolate's the only thing in there I ever touch, so whatever. Oh, and about the foundation, this is something that also, another reason I never use foundation is because I never knew which color to use. I'm still not 100% sure I'm using the right color, but this is classic Ivory, and I'm not even sure if it gets whiter than that. I really need to spend more time outside. But I looked it up. There, you can take tests online if you just like Google how to know which foundation color to wear. Oh, I guess my sound's on. Sorry. What am I doing? I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm so tired. Right. And you have to be able to answer questions like your skin tone and stuff, which I only know because I've done a couple Mary Kay parties where they told me. And once I did that, I remembered, oh yeah, they told me that my skin is ivory. But the last time I did that was like 3 years ago. Anyway, I got ivory again. One of them actually that I did, like, they had to take a picture and then as part of the process. I feel like I should put my hair back for this. I really think that'd make this easier. And so for my brushes, I have like a Mary Kay brush set that my aunt gave me. I'm pretty sure that was from my aunt. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to like clean these every so often, but I never had. I've only used it like twice. I'll probably rinse it tonight. I really don't know what you're supposed to do. I'll Google it first, obviously. I Google everything. You can just use your fingers, is what I've read online. Again, I'm no expert. So yeah, everyone says to like put it on your hand, like that's the thing to do. And I don't remember. Right, so here's how I did it last time. Just like you want to dab it lightly, you don't want to get a lot on there. And as if that's not a lot. This just looks like they're on color on me. Oh, and you know what? I forgot. I tried to research this to see, I tried looking up like what order to put on your makeup. Like, do you put on your concealer before or after? It still looks like the wrong shade. Of course, I feel like that when I'm watching makeup videos too. And there are just so many answers for what order to put your makeup on, and some of them say to put on your concealer afterwards so that you don't have to put on as much, so you can already tell what it's covered. Oh, this just looks so bad, I feel like. This is the second time I've done this. I've worn liquid foundation in the past, but honestly what would end up happening was I would like take it in the car with me to put it on somewhere, and I would leave it in the car, and it was like Utah summer, it was like 100 degrees, and it would ruin the foundation. Do not leave foundation in the car. Hot and cold weather, I'm pretty sure, can both ruin. Don't quote me on any of this, please. This isn't because I'm an expert, it's just because I want to look pretty too, even when I'm depressed. So I do what works for me, even if it's not right. And I don't know how much I'm doing wrong. Okay, seriously, I feel like this looks so bad. I'm pretty sure I don't need any more of that. Let's just put some more under my eyes real quick. I don't want to get under my eyes with this brush. And my box of tissues over here. This is not what I thought I would be doing tonight. I thought I'd be trying to finish all my homework or something. Or coloring. I've been doing a lot of coloring the last day or so. Of course, I'm still waiting on my gel pens. Those are supposed to get here today with my lapel mic, and they're not here. A little bit sad. Just a little bit. Because I can't find any of my gel pens. Okay. I kind of feel like I should just... Oh, yeah. Close your foundation after you take some out. Don't risk knocking it over. That's bad. That was a bad idea. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing, obviously. You couldn't tell. And for the record, if you couldn't tell, all my videos are just going to be super relaxed. I'm planning on live streaming all of them at this point, not doing any in advance. Because, first of all, I want it to be able to be an interactive community, so if any of you are watching and want to comment, say hi, or give input, or just chat, that is an option. But, oh man, you can see all the skin on my nose. Okay, but just so you know, the cool thing about this is if you're just doing this to take pictures, it's probably not going to show up in pictures if your skin still looks weird. I feel like this still... Okay, I know I'm doing something wrong, guys. I still have to look into this. But this is why I don't do this when I'm depressed. And then either I take it all off before I go out in public, or I legit don't care, and I don't know if anybody else cares either. I have plenty of time to figure it out though, since I can't go out in public without a mask for 2 months anyway. Yeah. Okay. I think... I don't know if you guys can even tell with this camera. I'm sorry, my face is like... I'm not even in the camera for most of this stuff. But... yeah, it's supposed to just be chill, just relax. Can I say way too bad? You know, I actually... way too much. I'm so tired. When I was in 6th grade, I actually went to speech therapy because I talked too quietly and I said like and too much. And clearly I did not go to speech therapy long enough. Alright, so for these, I know that they're like makeup sponges that you can use for all the makeup. Like little teardrop ones. And I've tried using them in the past. But the thing is, you have to wash them afterwards. And I am undepressed enough to do makeup. That does not mean that I am doing well enough to actually wash anything afterwards, especially those things. I swear it takes forever to get the makeup out. So what I did was I bought this bag of disposable makeup applicators. And honestly, you could even use these more than once. But I don't have a place to store them, so I do just toss them. It makes my life so much easier, okay? Sometimes disposable is just the way to go when you're dealing with depression. And the last time I did this, I put this on before, not after makeup. Seriously, if anybody has any tips on how to do the foundation better, please let me know. As to the colors, I honestly don't know what all these colors are for. As you can tell, I've only used 2 of them. you need to know basic color wheel math for this, if math is the right term. So your basic colors are red, yellow, and blue. For the most part, when we're looking at skin, you're just like rounding up to the nearest color. Like under my eyes is kind of a purpley blue, but mostly blue, and I have pink on my cheeks that we're gonna call red. And the the tertiary, you have to know the tertiary colors too. So tertiary colors, sorry, are purple, purple, green, and orange. And you need to, I don't remember what the word is for that, for the things, but say the opposite of red, I guess it's just opposite. The opposite of red is green. So if you have red skin, I'm sorry guys. If you have red skin, you want to put green over it. So that's just where I'm going to start, because you can still, I have very pink tinted skin. I actually totally did a throw at that in my book. The main character's dad has pink skin like mine does, and he says something snarky about it. I kind of put that in there as a way to tease my dad. I don't know if you noticed it, but I did inherit my dad's pink tinted skin, so it's not like, yeah, anyway. You can also put the green stuff over the green concealer over any, like, pimples or other red marks, which I definitely have. Don't know if you could tell. My skin is really bad right now. Really bad. And, well, this is part of why I meant to do it beforehand. You guys can just pretend that I did this beforehand, and that's probably what you do too if you're following my directions. Because the only thing I know to do after this is to put more concealer on, because you don't want to leave your face like a pimple. And this is why it always confused me. It's like you put all these nasty looking colors on your face. How do you blend that in? Okay, and for the sake of purple, I don't remember why I used that color before. I don't know what color I'm supposed to use. I used this color before over the underneath my eyes, but considering that it's kind of like a purpley blue color, I'm pretty sure that means that I should be, no, that's why, because the opposite of blue is orange, so I was counting it as blue. That's what it was. Okay, so yeah, so we're gonna say the blue under my eyes. And I know this did work last time. I did cover it up really well. So that's why we're going to be okay with this and pretend there are no problems. But I don't need to use yellow under purple instead. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. It worked last time. Everybody thought that my after pictures last time I did this were super pretty. So yeah, your pictures will look fine. Even if up close it kind of doesn't. But if I get that far, maybe no, I don't need to do an actual makeup tutorial of that, guys. This is just for if you're depressed. I'm just gonna put this on tissue right now in case I need to use again. And, oh, you know what? I wasn't going to use this, but this is, I think that's actually what this is for. I also got Ivory, it's Maybelline cover stick. I think that's it. Is it Maybelline or Maybelline? I think you are supposed to put this. This is not even the same color. It's supposed to be the same color. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing, clearly. But we're just gonna try this and see if it works, because I'm pretty sure I read that this is one of the uses. Yeah, if not, maybe we'll just ignore it, because if you do it in the right order, you don't have this problem. Other people do it in this order, and either I'm missing a step, or there's something more. I'm just at a little bit of a loss here. I'm just gonna wipe off one of these brushes I already used. I used one with the orange on it. I used the back side, just wiping it off just in case. And just gonna try to blend that in. This is what you do when you're depressed. You improvise, because you don't want to ask for help, and you don't want to Google it because you're already done. This is already taking longer than it usually does for me. I just want to look nice without much effort. That's all I want. My face looks a little swollen right there. Yeah, this isn't really working, so we're gonna improvise some more after this. This is legit though, right? Like, legit how to when you're depressed. This is what you do when you're depressed. Just use a tissue. Maybe I'm just wiping it all off, but at this point I don't care. It worked the last time I did it, guys. And this is basically gonna be how my videos are. I'm just gonna show up with what I have and improvise when I need to. Yeah. So that's how I roll. That's how I do things when I'm depressed. If you're not tired of that word yet. Depressed. That's why I'm here. Yeah, and I did something wrong. Because it looks weird. But if you guys follow, you know what, if you follow my Facebook page the other day when I was wearing makeup, that was the last time I did this. And, I don't know, you can look at it and see for yourself what you think. But that was not enough. I did not put enough on my head. I hope you guys are having fun. Because I think I'm having fun. But it's all, oh, wow. I did not need that much makeup. That was way too much makeup. And now it's like all over the rim of the bottle. And yeah, we're all friends here, right? No judgment. There's no judgment zone. Don't judge me. I'm so tired. Yeah. If somebody is watching this, can you at least message me or something so that I know that when it says one Pink viewer every time I stream that there's actually somebody here and that doesn't just default to one Pink viewer. Because I'm a little confused. I don't know how this works. Maybe I'll just Google it if no one says anything. We'll see. Yeah, I've actually been planning on doing a YouTube channel for years. I did start one or two. Never knew what I was gonna do, but I've never live streamed before. And yeah, I think that actually covered it up okay. I have a whole box of tissues here, because wow. Let's just, yeah. And maybe the problem is just my giant pores. I think the color is wrong for me though. I'm gonna have to, forgot about my chin area. My chin area is still a little off. We're just going to ignore that, because it doesn't really matter anyway. We can just pretend I got that to better, right? I'm not actually going to the house tonight. And I read somewhere, I googled what color blush I should use, I think is what I said. And one website I read said to use 2 different colors, and based on your skin tone. And so the one that it said for ivory skin tones was coral and just straight up pink. I don't remember what it said that you do for which one. One of them you're supposed to put on kind of the bottom, and the other one kind of gets spread out. I'm thinking the pink goes on the bottom. I mean, it wasn't just ivory skin tone. I think it was also ivory with pink. And they say that when you smile, the area of your cheeks that bunches up, I think that's what they're explaining, so that's what we're gonna do. Yeah. And I don't know how much blush you're supposed to put on. I put on way too much for my last family pictures, and it looked awful. Not to mention the photographer got me in terrible lighting. I don't know why he didn't put me elsewhere, retake it. But my headshot looks so bad. Anyway, I would have looked nice if it were consistent lighting and not terrible blush. I kind of regret that. And yeah, so then you put I'm putting the coral kind of on the outside and back a little bit. I don't know how much blush is too much. It's kind of hard to see. Alright. And that is it. That is all the makeup I wear. Oh, except for lipstick. I get the cheap lipstick because I like to have variety, because I really don't know anything about lipstick either. Usually, I like to experiment, put one on one lip and one on the other and just blend them in and see what happens. Last time I did that, for that last video I did, it was super bright. I don't usually like wearing lipstick that bright. And when I'm not wearing super cheap lipstick, I wear Mary Kay lipstick. They discontinued my favorite kinds. I haven't tried any newer ones, but I have like 2 of their shades. But anyway, I love Mary Kay stuff, by the way. It's the best. And their makeup remover is just miraculous. I'm just not motivated enough to get up and get it. I know lip liner is a thing, but I don't know anything about that either. I'm trying to make sure that it's within my lips because I don't know about anything else about that. And I lost my glasses. Can't find my glasses. Okay, here we go. I don't want to put my earrings. Oh, there. Alright, I'm just losing everything. Don't mind me. I feel like I look a little bit scary without my glasses with all this makeup. I don't know if the glasses fix that or if I'm more blind with them on. Maybe I'm just blind without glasses. Let's see. These are my favorite earrings. Don't. And I hope you guys can hear me. It would be terrible if you guys couldn't hear anything I say. So, I can't really see myself in the extra video yet because it's behind. So apart from the chin that I kind of missed, I mean, I don't think it looks bad. I know in the official tutorials they say you're supposed to like match it with whatever skin you have showing, and you can go down as far as your neck. And that's just too complicated. I don't want to do that right now. Yeah. How long was that? Probably longer than I meant for it to be. I honestly don't even know where to find the time right now for this. I don't know when I started. But yeah, that was fun. I really wasn't planning on doing this tonight. I wasn't planning on doing this ever. I'm not a makeup expert. But I hope those of you who struggle with putting on makeup, or those of you who don't really know how, gain something from this. It works for me. So I feel good about myself going out of the house like that. I mean, once I've checked in better lighting to make sure that my chin and neck are all butted. I really like my eyes like this, though. I think that's the most important part. Anyway, that was fun, and I will be doing another one of these later, so I will see you later. Oh, and a quick plug. I am an author, and you can get my books on Amazon. They're about teens struggling with depression. They're fairy tale retellings. This one's also comedy. This one's more of a drama. So we got Snow White, Cinderella. The third book is also published. That one is Beauty and the Beast retelling, and it is. I don't have a paperback yet, but it is in paperback. And just last night, I finally rewrote chapter 1 for the 4th book. So I'm hoping to see that one published by end of September at the latest, but we'll see. And you can find them on Amazon. My name's Mariah Porter, and I will end there. See you guys later, and I hope you know you are loved.